Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what's going on in this connection. Okay, how's your person feeling about you? What would they say to you? Where is this headed? And any other messages we can get from the cards here. And wow, look at the way that, the light is shining on these cards. It's reminds me of like sacred geometry. This reminds me of like, wow, like just things perfectly aligning. Okay, I kind of like the shape it's making. It reminds me of like a pyramid, like triangle. And triangle has to do with stability and it's a really good like type of structure, right? Or shape for certain structures, right? Like think of the pyramids in Egypt, and there's pyramids actually all over the world, and they're known as spiritual centers, or where energy is fueled really deeply and intensely. Anyways, yeah, that was an intuitive message that I got here, you guys. I feel like you're gonna be really happy with whatever pile you pick. Okay, so yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with introducing the piles, but before I do that, I do want to let you know that I have a self-concept challenge going on my Patreon. Link to that can be found in the description box below, where I give you self-concept affirmations and just blanket affirmations to robotically affirm and script so that you can get your specific person manifestation fast and also be able to keep it in your life. And we also have a signs challenge going on in that same group, where I give you signs to look for, and if you or someone saw that sign, that means everyone saw that sign. And if multiple people put their mind, energy, soul towards the same goals, that it manifests that much faster. And if that's a belief that you have, or you just want to try it out, then definitely do join my Patreon. The link to that will be in the description box below. I also post neuroscience facts. I also just post like daily motivational quotes, and just posts in general to keep you motivated when it comes to manifesting. So again, if that is of interest to you, the link to that will be in the description box below. It's $5 a month for everything I just said. And yeah, anyways, I will get started with introducing the pile. So here we have pile 1 with this bracelet that I got from Costa Rica. Here we have pile 2 with this bracelet that I got from Puerto Rico. Here we have pile 3 with this bracelet that I got from the Caribbean. Okay, as you can tell, I really like traveling. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you feel the most energetically drawn to. You can watch multiple piles. Okay, I don't feel like if a message isn't resonating, or maybe it did resonate and you're just like, okay, you know what, I want to check out the other piles, that's completely fine as well. It's up to you. You can watch all of them, you can watch one of them, you can watch none of them. It's really up to you. But yeah, if you haven't already done so, head over to the timestamps and we will see you in your respective reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. You all picked this bracelet that I got from Costa Rica. It says Pura Vida. Yeah, I think that's Costa Rica's like sort of motto, or slogan. I really love the energy of this bracelet. It's been a while since I've used this bracelet in my readings, if I even used it at all. Like I remember going on that trip. It was like one of the best trips that I've been on. And yeah, basically I really like the energy that I'm getting. Okay, I feel like your person is nostalgic about something, because like the first thing that I thought of when I saw this bracelet, I literally dug it out of my I have like a satchel bag, whatever, where I store everything. Okay, like all my crystals, bracelets, and I have so much stored. Actually, I'll show you. It's over here. I just yeah, it's kind of I will literally just close my eyes and intuitively pick what I want to use for the reading. And the minute this popped up, or the minute I pulled this out, I was nostalgia, reminiscing about memories. This person is thinking about the first day that you met. This reminds me of that song by Lord Huron, The Night We Met. Oh my gosh, so emotional. Okay, I don't know why. I'm also channeling Miami, beach energy, sunny vibes. Okay, maybe California, San Diego. Don't worry if none of these places are necessarily relevant to you. I'm just seeing good weather, sunny vibes. Maybe if you and your person went hung out on the beach, or you went on a hike in the nature, they're thinking back, they're reminiscing about those memories. Okay, so yeah, that's just a message that I got here. I'm gonna go ahead and start your reading by picking cards from one of my favorite decks that I got from Mexico, Visions of the Soul Meditation Portal cards. As you can tell, I travel a lot, so yeah, let's see what the cards have to say here. Creator, gateway, chakra. Okay, you guys, gateway, portals. Okay, I feel okay, as I'm filming this, spiritually there's a lot going on, planetary wise, there's a lot going on, and I definitely feel like there's some sort of portal that's open. So from whatever you're watching this video, use this to manifest. Okay, that's just a message that I got here. But I'm seeing here with this creator gateway chakra, you guys, I feel like this connection that you had with this person like opened up something within you. It actually opened up your heart chakra, or maybe it's another chakra that was like that needed to be activated. Like sometimes people think to manifest love, all they need to do is open up their heart chakra. It's actually a little bit deeper than that. Sometimes, you know, there's the solar plexus chakra, right? Because like all these chakras represent something different. So solar plexus represents like confidence, you know, like just self-love, right? I definitely feel like and maybe, yeah, maybe, I don't know what color this is. For me, it's sort of looking like, I don't know why, I just thought of the solar plexus chakra. It has like yellow tones to it. I feel like this person, the connection that you had with this person made you delve into manifestation on a deeper level, and you started working on your solar plexus chakra a lot. Okay, maybe you say affirmations like I'm confident, I'm secure. It's really made you love yourself more than ever. Okay, self-love, self-respect, boundaries. Maybe you know, you've been posting about like having boundaries, or like you've been seeing all these like posts and content about having boundaries when it comes to love, and you know, only accepting certain things. I feel like this person was meant to come into your life, or like you manifested this person into your life for you to learn about, you know, boundaries and boundary setting. Because like I feel like before this person, maybe when it came to your energy, maybe you were a little bit more like open to kind of just giving it away. Maybe I feel like a lot of you are givers, a lot of you are really empathetic, and you know, you feel bad saying no, rejecting people, and maybe you've overstayed in relationships, and like, you know, it sort of came back to bite you a little bit, and you're just like, wow, I shouldn't have done that. And maybe that's also why you feel like, you know, you manifested this person. Like I just feel like you know, that this person came into your life to show you that like you deserve the absolute best. Okay, and I feel like your standards, you have raised your standards significantly after meeting this person. Okay, because I feel like this person did reflect back to you some of the things that your past lovers or exes have done, but also at the same time, I feel like compared to your past lovers and exes, this person did do a lot for you. I feel like they were definitely a step up. I feel like, yeah, they were meant to come into your life, or again, you manifested them, your subconscious manifested them for you to understand that you deserve the absolute best. You deserve this person to treat you really well. I feel like there was a little bit of hot and cold behavior. Like, you know, this person was treating you really well in the beginning. They were doing all these things for you, spoiling you, romancing you. And then they kind of just like fell off a little bit. And now you're like realizing, okay, well, you know, why does this happen? Is there a pattern that I need to break? I feel like you became more conscious of, you know, certain patterns that you've been going through. And like, you know, maybe you look at other people's relationships and you're just like, wait, what? They've been dating for years. Like, why can't my relationships last past like a couple of months, or you know, X amount of time, right? So I feel like this person came into your life to show you that you do deserve consistency, you do deserve like consistent contact, communication, that you deserve to be in a healthy relationship. I feel like, you know, this person may have breadcrumbed you a little bit, ghosted, this, that. And also, I don't even like using these terms. You'll notice I don't really use these terms in my reading a lot. But also, you know, this says creator gateway chakra, so I feel like the universe, you know, your angels, your subconscious mind, even your person wants to let you know that like nothing is set in stone. Okay, like even if this person hasn't responded to you in days, weeks, maybe it's been months, don't accept that as like the end all be all. Okay, use your manifestation abilities. Understand that you are a creator and that your person is not separate from you. Separation is an illusion, and use that to enhance your love life. Okay, like again, the gateway, it's like you're literally one decision away, one affirmation away from getting everything that you want, right? And it's up to you to harness your manifestation abilities, your power as a creator to change things. Okay, because this person does love you. I actually feel like, you know, out of everyone you've met, like, you know, I feel like a lot of people have loved you, liked you, have had feelings for you, but this person feels for you very deeply. Okay, and I feel like they came into your life to trigger you in certain ways. Okay, and like you responded well to that. You're just like, okay, you know what? I don't want to keep going through this pattern again and again. I really like this person and I want to make it work. I don't feel like you've ever gone this hard for manifesting anyone else in your life, or you know, you could have manifested people in the past, really been into people, but like you've been into this person for a while now, and you're just like, I really like the potential that this person has, and I want them to live up to their potential, right? And that's like half of manifestation, right? Like you're seeing that there is a possibility, there is a timeline where this person is being the best version of themselves. Now you just need to be conscious of that timeline, okay, and affirm that you are the version of yourself that is experiencing that, okay? Like, yeah, you can tell I incorporated a lot of like manifestation into my tarot readings because I just want everyone to get their manifestations, okay? Yeah, we got spiritual rebirth, okay? I'm getting some sacral chakra energy. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of like, you know, attraction here, okay? I definitely feel like you have become a new person. I don't know if like, you know, your prefrontal cortex is developed, you're going through a Saturn return, something significant is happening, right? Or even if you don't believe, you know, in like whatever astrology or planetary movements, like something has changed and shifted within you. You are a completely different person. You're reacting to things less, the things that would have triggered you in the past. I'm telling you right now, if you were able to diffuse the situation by not reacting to it or reacting to it in a different, more positive, conducive way, you're getting all your manifestations, okay? Like I feel like I don't necessarily want to say the universe or even your subconscious mind tests you, but if you want to incur changes in any aspect of your life, you have to, you know, think differently about certain things. You have to react differently or just see things from a different perspective, right? You cannot solve a problem from the same level of mind that created it. And I really feel like this person, you guys, like you're going to be surprised, because I feel like you and this person are going to get back together. You're definitely going to have a conversation and you're going to notice like the synchronicities between your life, okay, between the both of your lives, that, you know, maybe you're not necessarily aware of now, but like let's say like, you know, you were thinking about this person like pretty deeply, intensely, and like, you know, maybe you noted it down or you were seeing all these signs. Don't be surprised if this person comes back and said, oh, I was thinking about you during this weekend or during this time, or maybe your person knows you're spiritual and they know that there was a solar eclipse happening and they're gonna ask you about like, you know, spiritual things. And like I feel like this person, you like have a very like psychic connection with each other, okay? Like you are connected in all these other realms. This is a very like deeply telepathic connection, and it's like, you know, you're connecting with this person more than a lot of people in your past. Maybe there's like one or two people that like you really felt for, but it's rare for you to like someone as much as you do. And like there is a connection here. I also feel like before you met this person, like, you know, maybe you already knew about manifestation, you were harnessing your spiritual abilities, and that's why like you even attracted or, you know, manifested this person into your life. That's why you felt this deep connection with them, because I feel like you had already like elevated before you met this person. You're elevating even more, okay? Like I feel like you're more in tune with the people around you. Maybe like, you know, people really understand you on a deeper level than they did when you were younger. I feel like a lot of you, if you're watching this, maybe in your childhood you were around people that didn't really understand you. You were empathetic and sensitive, and maybe other people didn't really perceive life that same way, and you just like were kind of appalled at like how nonchalant some people were. But now you're attracting people that you are more in tune with, or even like the same people are also growing. Maybe the people that you didn't really connect with, like, you know, you're gonna deepen your connection with them. I feel like that's what's happening with this person. I feel like your connection is just going to deepen and sweeten over time, which is amazing, okay? Yeah, anyways, I'm going to go and pick some cards from the Midnight Mystique deck. Sometimes I love just doing oracle card readings because I feel like the messages I get are just so like, you know, profound and like deep. I love tarot cards, don't get me wrong, but oracle cards really set the tone for the reading. So I'm seeing there's a lot of change, improvement, maturing going on, you know, between the both of you here, or in both of your lives. I love this so much. Are you kidding me? The High Priestess and the Lovers. Wow. Okay, I feel like I manifested like, you know, picking these cards. These are some of the best cards you can get. Yeah, you have a very deep telepathic bond with each other, okay? This person thinks about you all the time. They dream about you. They're into you. Okay. And then we also got here the Lovers card. You and them are going to reunite. This is your twin flame. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. The foreshadowing was crazy because like, look at this card. This just reminded me of like flames and fire. Maybe you could be dealing with a fire sign. I'm seeing Gemini placements, Pisces, Cancer placements. Someone could have these placements. Doesn't have to be the case. Maybe these seasons could be relevant. Okay. Maybe you met during these seasons, or you're going to reconnect during these seasons. I'm seeing Gemini season. I'm seeing like Gemini Pisces season could be relevant here. But yeah, with the Lovers card, you guys, like this person has true, genuine, deep, unconditional love for you. Actually, that's why, like, you know, I feel like the both of you signed a soul contract. You know, if this is something you believe in, to like, you know, kind of trigger each other a little bit, or like, you know, maybe this person triggered you. That's because they really love you and they want the best for you. And it's like their higher self is saying to you, I'm here for you. Everything that you want from me, I want to give to you. You just have to give it to yourself, or you just have to, you know, believe that you're worthy of it, or at least work on, you know, trying to believe that, or just even just like shifting, okay? Like, just shift to a state where you have everything you want. I'm telling you, this person wants to give you everything, and when you see this person in the best light, that's also going to be improving their life. It's almost like, you know, you're also helping this person by trying to see them in the best light. And I think that's like one of the best manifestation like advice I've personally ever seen, okay? And I feel like this is also the way to just heal the world in general. See the best in people, okay? Even if like someone is triggering you, even if someone has done something to hurt you, and you know, you don't want to keep experiencing that, just tell yourself, okay, no, this person is so nice, this person is so sweet to me, they're so into me. With your SP, no, they always contact me, okay? They always hit me up. Look at me giving you this manifestation advice for free. Like, you manifested this, okay? I feel like y'all, you know, your self-concept is like thriving, and you're just, you know, like, you're really close to manifesting your desires to full fruition. Okay, but I'm really seeing like this person is like telling you, like, listen, I want to be with you. I love you. There's no one else that I've connected with the way that I connect with you. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of attraction here. You never for 1 second have to worry about not being like their dream person or their type. You are the blueprint. You are their type. Like, you, even if like maybe let's say you weren't their type technically, because, you know, they're used to illusion, like, now you are. And they're never going to find anyone like you. And you know, here's the other thing. If like, you know, you date someone and maybe like they keep dating people that look different than you, like, make that work in your favor. Like, even if you're not someone's usual type, just like tell yourself that, like, wow, like, you know, that means this person must remember me. That means, you know, I'm very unique. Even for me, like, you know, maybe the people that I dated that were like slightly different than maybe what I usually go for, although I don't really think I have a type, like, I tend to remember them more, and like, yeah, they're like more memorable. Like, that, I feel like just make that work in your favor, okay? And at the end of the day, like, just know that everything can be changed. I feel like this person's gonna come back and tell you, like, you know, you changed my type a little bit, or like, I've always been attracted to you. Maybe you already are their type, or maybe they don't have a type at all. Like, they're gonna tell you something about like how they're really they think you're unique, they think you're amazing, you're irreplaceable, and there's just no one like you. I know, like, that sounds so like cheesy and romantic, but this is truly what they're feeling. The energy that they felt, okay, like, or, you know, just whatever they felt with you, like, they still think about that. Maybe you think, oh, so much time has passed. Maybe at times even you feel detached. You're just like, I don't know, like, you know, I'm kind of, maybe you got the ick, maybe this person did something that disappointed you, but still your heart goes back to them. Maybe you could have met other people, maybe you even dated other people, but your heart goes back to them. And if that's something that's happening, that means like that's their energy as well. Like, they're doing that as well, because maybe, you know, there have been some people in the past who you tried to manifest, you were into, but you just kind of gave up on. You're just like, okay, I met someone new. Maybe you're trying to manifest someone else that actually this person came into your life, and now you really like them. You like them better than the original person you were trying to manifest, right? So yeah, anyways, that's just a message that I'm getting here. Let's go into a couple more cards. Yeah, we got the 9 of Swords. I feel like, you know, they could be having trouble with like finding themselves. You know, 9 has to do with like individuality. I feel like they kind of just need some more time to like figure out who they are. Like, they know that you know who you are, because like, you know, you work on yourself. You're someone who like spends time, like, you know, cultivating your skills, like harnessing your spiritual abilities, working on self-love, and you know, they like that. They're really inspired by your growth. That's, I think they also, like, you know, if you believe that other people can manifest you, like, they manifested you as well. And I feel like they're going to tell you, like, oh, I manifested you into my life because I needed that. Like, they needed someone like you, because like, you work on yourself, like, you know, like, you're just very they're really inspired by you, by your growth, everything that you've done and made of yourself, and like, they need that kind of energy in their life. They crave your energy. They pine for you. They yearn for you, okay? So don't think this person doesn't just think about you or anything like that. You guys, like, their mind, heart, soul always goes back to you. Like, you're ingrained in their subconscious mind, okay? Like, again, even in there are times where maybe you're not consciously thinking of something and you dream about it, and that's what you know is like lodged into your subconscious mind. You know, your heart and mind keeps, you know, coming back to this person, even though maybe you could be a little bit annoyed with what they did, or like, you know, maybe you got the ick, but again, you know, seeing them in a positive light will make them come back to you faster, okay? I'm gonna go and pick some love oracle cards. I do want to let you know there is a self-concept challenge going on my Patreon, where I give you self-concept affirmations to robotically affirm and script, so you can get your manifestation fast. And I also want to let you know there's a signs challenge going on my Patreon, where we get together as a group, and, you know, I give you signs to look for. If you see a sign, if someone else sees a sign, that means everyone saw that sign and everyone's getting their manifestations. When multiple people put their mind towards the same thing, or energy towards the same thing, it manifests that much faster, okay? So if you're interested in that, you know, check out the link in the description box below, patreon.com/enchanted4. It's very 444. You can sign up for that. And yeah, I also post like just motivational quotes to keep you going, stories, like just certain, like, you know, things that you need to like that I feel like will help you get your manifestations faster. Like I'll remind you, hey, SP actually has no free will. You're connected at all times. Don't be a victim in your own reality. Sometimes we need these reminders, even though like all this information is like lodged in our subconscious mind, right? So anyways, I feel at home with you. Even though we're so different, I feel so connected to you. You bring out the best in me. You really do bring out the best in this person. You are connected in so many different ways. I feel like maybe you could look different than this person. Maybe like you feel like there's a lot of differences between the both of you. But I also feel like, you know, if there's any sort of like polarity or contrast between the both of you, they also find that to be like really attractive. Okay, like they are attracted to you maybe because of that. Maybe it could just be like you're very spiritual in nature and they're not, or maybe it could be like physical, like, you know, like differences, right? So either way, like they're into you. They've been into you since like you met. Okay, the night we met, throw back to like the beginning of this reading, and they're still into you, and they're gonna like, I don't think they're ever gonna forget you. Like you're unforgettable and memorable to them. Anyways, I will go ahead and end the reading right here. I really hope this helps. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. I do want to let you know that I offer in-depth tarot readings as well as manifestation coaching and also custom subliminals. So if you're interested in any of these services, check out the description box below where you'll find my website. You can sign up for these services through my website. And yeah, thank you so much. Love and light. Hi pal 2, welcome to your reading. You all picked this bracelet that I believe I got from Puerto Rico. I love that there's this beautiful golden like angel wing on there. Okay, yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with the reading. Let's see how your person is feeling about you, what they want to say to you, any other messages we can get. Okay, wow, I literally got this in pile 1, creator gateway chakra. I was like thinking of pile 1. I'm just gonna shuffle the deck a little bit, but like I was like thinking of pile 1 like while doing this reading, because in pile 1 I felt like I gave like a mini spiel about like the energy that I felt in this connection, or you know, in their connection, whoever watched pile 1. But I felt like going straight into the reading for you, pile 2. Okay, so yeah, I feel like your person's just gonna get straight into it. I feel like, you know, right now maybe you're separated, maybe you're not connected in the physical realm, in the 3D realm, but once they come back, things are gonna move fast. I feel like things are gonna like escalate. Maybe, you know, you're manifesting for a commitment from this person, but maybe you feel like you're not really getting anywhere just yet. Like I feel like things are gonna move for you fast. I actually had a friend, she's getting married next year in Dubai, and I cannot wait to attend. I'm like looking forward to it. And last time I met her, I went to Dubai in 2021, like December 2021, for another friend's wedding, and this friend was telling me like, you know, she just feels so defeated and hopeless in her love life, but she says like she just had a feeling that when she does meet her partner, like her soulmate, the person that, you know, like she's meant to be with, or you know, that she manifested trying to be with, right, depending on like what you believe, things are gonna move fast. And okay, 2021, right, like I give her a reading and I'm like, okay, you're gonna manifest like a water sign, a Pisces, into your life, and she's an Aries. Maybe these signs could be relevant. And come March 2022, she literally sends me a picture of like her and this guy who's a Pisces, and they're already in an official committed relationship, and they're already in love with each other. They just got engaged last year, and they're getting married next year. Like, can you believe that? Like, things move fast, and she was right. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, she also had like a Scorpio moon. I feel like someone here could have a water moon. I don't know, so I'm also just getting like Aries, Pisces placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, I just felt like that story is really inspirational. I just feel like things are gonna move for you really fast. I feel like this person, you know, they've been having these feelings about you. It's like your subconscious minds are interlinked, and like, you know, they're gonna be coming back. When they come back, things are just gonna like pick up like this. Okay, and I mean, I haven't filmed pile 3 yet, but I feel like pile 2, this is looking really promising, because it's like I feel like a lot of you are tired of waiting, and you just want, like, you know, you just want movement in your love life. I feel like you're at that point where you're just like, okay, I'm ready for something serious, I'm ready for something committed, and it's happening for you. Okay, creator gateway chakra. Yeah, so I always associate this with manifestation, really harnessing your manifestation abilities, knowing that you're the creator of your life. And then we also got the crown chakra. So like, you know, I feel like your person feels like you're very spiritual, you have this connection with them that they don't just feel with anyone and everyone. You know how like when you meet people, like you just feel like a deeper connection with certain people, maybe more than others, right? That's because like both of you are like spiritually open to, like, you know, each other's energies. I even feel like maybe for you, maybe this person wasn't like as spiritual. Maybe they were spiritual in some sense. Maybe they're religious or something like that. But like I feel like despite them maybe not being into the same things that like you are, maybe you're into like crystals, like, you know, meditation, like chakras and all that. This person really didn't have to like do all that, but like they could still like read your mind. Like you still like, they could tell like what you were feeling. Maybe you finish each other's sentences. You felt that connection with them. And it was definitely not one-sided. Maybe you think it's one-sided, but it's not. Like this person, oh my gosh, boy, do they feel for you. Like I can't explain like just what goes on through this person's mind when they think of you, because it's like it's too grand, it's too vast for me to even like comprehend. Like the crown chakra, right? Like our crown chakra is actually like known to be like an information receptor, because like we have all this information. The crown chakra is like, you know, if you have properly activated your crown chakra, it knows how to properly like organize that information, right? That's why it's really important to have, you know, to maybe work on your crown chakra, because we're internalizing so much information all the time. Everything is being stored into our subconscious mind, but maybe not all information is relevant, right? So or like, actually it is technically everything that you see is a manifestation, and it's going to help you in some way, shape, or form. But I'm just seeing that, you know, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't see just yet, that your crown chakra knows. Okay, I always associate crown chakra with infinite intelligence, and I feel like, you know, you met this person to be able to harness your crown chakra more, harness your manifestation abilities more. Maybe you've become a lot more psychic, intuitive, in tune with yourself. You know, that's also like one of the most important like skills one can gain in their life, like especially like as a spiritual person, like, you know, really being in tune with your own spirituality. And that's something that I'm seeing is happening for you. Also, I just saw 444 on the timer, which has to do with stability when it comes to love and relationships, so that's really positive. Okay, maybe the numbers 13 and 7 could be relevant. Maybe someone was born on these months, maybe you'll be connecting on these months. 13 plus 7 adds up to 20. I'm seeing 2, 7, 13, 20 could be relevant. Okay, let's go ahead and pick some tarot cards to see what other messages we have here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick from the Midnight Mystique deck to see what the energy between you and your person is. Okay, we got the Star. I love this so much. So the both of you definitely do have a future together. Okay, I'm seeing some Aquarius energy here. This also has to do with healing. Your person is working on healing themselves, becoming a much better version of themselves, becoming more in tune with themselves. Okay, and I'm also seeing something to do with humanitarianism, compassion. I feel like your person really likes the fact that you care about other people. I feel like maybe you do a lot to help, like, you know, people, maybe volunteer, maybe you care about like certain causes. Okay, whatever you're doing, keep doing that, because it's definitely making a difference. That's a message that I got here. But your person sees a future with you. Like they see you in their future. Like they've actually, I feel like they've recently had a dream. Don't be surprised if they come back and tell you this, where you were like the mother or father of their children, or they had a family with you. Okay, I just got so emotional all of a sudden. It's like yeah, like they envisioned a future with you. Like even if they didn't consciously do it, like subconsciously they saw a dream about you. So this is how manifestation works. When you start affirming for things, you know, that idea, that seed gets planted in their head, and eventually, like, you know, it builds up, and then that's going to cause them to like reach out to you. So don't think nothing's going on behind the scenes. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you may not see just yet. But I know there's some people who have like highly activated crown chakras, and they're super psychic, and they can see more than the average person. Like apparently we only like the average person only perceives like 0.001% of what's going on around us, but there's so much going on, right? Like think of like this is an analogy I always like to give. Think of like walking through like a crowd, right? Or even like walking through a football field. You can only see like, you know, in front of you, like maybe like to the side, peripheral vision, you can even turn around, right? But like think of someone that's in like the stands, right? Like they're seeing everything. They're seeing like, you know, everything that's going on the field, right? That's like the difference between like perceiving things from a higher dimension versus like, you know, just like taking the 3D as is. That's why like I always say the 3D is an illusion. Never take anything in the 3D that you don't like, because there's so much going on behind the scenes, right? So yeah, even like when you're watching a TV show, a lot of the times, and this depends on the show, right, the viewer knows everything that's going on. It'll show like the main character trying to figure something out, right? But then we'll also see a scene that the main character isn't aware of, you know, where it's showing like the villain doing something else, right? And you're just like, oh my gosh, like don't do that, the villain's doing this, right? Like you know what's going on at that point. Like you kind of have like creator level access, right? So like that's also like something that I really want like your angels, your spirit guides sent me to convey to you, that like there's a lot going on. So just trust, have faith in the unseen. I'm also seeing 12th house placements, maybe Pisces placements, maybe someone has 12th house synastry, maybe there's some compatibility there, okay, or planets in their 12th house. We also got here the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting some like Virgo energy. Yeah, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, some earth energy. Someone could have these placements. Don't worry about the signs. A lot of the times it's like, even if you don't have these signs in your chart, it has to do with the energies of these signs. This energy tells me that like I'm serious about our future together. I really love this pile too. This is amazing. Your person wants to get serious, and they're gonna get serious fast. Like not in a way where it's like love bombing, but like this is telling me like this person is relationship material. They want to commit to you. I feel like they did have some commitment issues in the past and they're working through that right now. Maybe you even subconsciously manifested this person because you sort of had commitment issues and certain emotional baggage that maybe you needed to kind of like just work on. I feel like something that I'm also sensing here is that like there was some fear here. There was some like, you know, ego at play here because you really like this person, and because you really like this person, you were scared that like if this ended, like if this person like, you know, hurt you in some way, like then like you would never recover. Because maybe you dated some people in the past who like yeah, like, you know, they broke up with you or you broke up and you're just like, yeah, it's okay, like whatever, I'll get over it. And maybe you're even like friends with them or whatever, but like, you know, this person, there's a lot at stake here emotionally and from their end as well. Okay, so I feel like someone could have walked away, but only out of like protection for themselves. Like, okay, like it was more of like an ego thing. It's interesting because I'm watching this show, what's it called, with Maya Rudolph. It's called Loot. Yeah, I believe it's on Apple TV. Yeah. And I like literally just watched an episode where there was this like guy who was like the most like F-boy player guy, and you know, he's like, he runs into his exes and like some of his exes are mad at him, and then he tells his ex like, oh, like, you know, I'm really sorry for ghosting you. I felt like, you know, and he was like talking about his personal problems. Like he started to feel an emotional connection and he just like backed away out of fear of rejection and started talking about like certain things that happened in his childhood. If you know, you know. If you watch that show, let me know. And I was like, wow, like that's exactly what's happening with this person. But I do feel like your person's working through that. I feel like your person is addressing these issues within themselves. Maybe they're seeking therapy, maybe they're talking to people about it, maybe they're hearing about certain things from other people. Sometimes that happens, you guys. Even if people like, it's crazy, like, you know, the messages around us, like sometimes when we're meant to hear a message or our subconscious mind wants to give us a message, even if you don't actively seek it, like you will hear your situation through other people's situations or stories. Like sometimes I've just like walked, like I live in New York, right, and like I walk through the streets, it's really busy, I can like overhear conversations, and like it's like a lot's going on at once, but it's like my ears will like literally just like prop up and like hear things that I feel like intuitively like I needed to hear, that my crown chakra, like, you know, wanted me to hear, my subconscious mind, infinite intelligence wanted me to hear. Okay, and like I've heard like crazy things that were like, you know, foreshadowing. Like I literally just heard a guy say, this was like, yeah, this was a while back, like, oh, you know, she just got a job and she makes like 600K at her job, and like pretty soon like I got a raise after that. I was like, wait, oh my gosh, the foreshadowing is crazy. So I just feel like there's a lot going around there's a lot going on around this person. Maybe this person is talking to friends and family. Maybe they're seeing a lot of friends and family get married and they're just like, you know what, I want the same as well. I want the same. Maybe they were like the most like, you know, commitment, like just they had like the worst issues ever when it came to that. Okay, but maybe they were very avoidant, this, that, right? But I feel like something's happening that's like causing them to go deeper, causing them to go inwards, and it's gonna make them come back to you, okay? Spoiler alert. And Eight of Pentacles is about wanting to build and grow with someone. That's really positive here. The Lovers, okay, I love this. Okay, the Lovers, I'm seeing twin flame connection. The both of you are going to reunite, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of love here between the both of you. There's a lot of passion and attraction here. Like this person feels for you a lot more than you know. Strength, reconciliation, you're gonna talk through things. You're gonna have like a very deep heart-to-heart conversation. I'm also seeing something to Gemini, Leo energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe someone could have fire signs or something could be happening during these seasons. I like to look at like the major arcana cards because I feel like sometimes that tells you about like timing, or like it has like, you know, like I don't want to say it has more significant messages. I feel like each card has very significant messages, but some readers like to kind of just point out like the signs associated with major arcana. So Gemini and Leo, I feel like things are going to be happening during the summer from whenever you're watching this, or maybe the moons, okay? Like I know like the Gemini full moon happens during Sagittarius season, and yeah, like the Gemini, wait, no, I already said that. Yeah, Leo full moon happens during Aquarius season. Maybe for past Aquarius season for the year, maybe something could have happened during Aquarius season that was irrelevant to the progression of this connection. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and pick some cards from the Soulmate Love Messages deck. You bring out the best in me. Like you really inspire this person to want to be the best version of themselves. Like, I mean, they're obsessed with you. They care about you so much. Okay, and like you've made them want to heal. You made them want to be better. I feel like this person's going to be thanking you. The both of you were each other's teachers in this lifetime. Like, I mean, everyone is your teacher, but like there's certain people that teach you a little bit more, right? Like through whatever way, shape, or form. So this person's gonna be really thankful to you. That is really thankful to you for that. I feel like I've known you all my life, yet you're so mysterious. I feel like your person's like, they love being around you because it's like, maybe they think you're kind of like unpredictable at times or like kind of wild at times, but in a good way, because it keeps them motivated, it keeps them on their toes, and they like that. Maybe in the past, like I feel like, you know, your person sees a lot in you. Like they really see like the full potential of this connection of you. I feel like this person sort of like healed your childhood wounds, or like they saw you as like, you know, the best, like most healed version of yourself. And let me explain what I mean by that. So I had a client who came to me and told me that, like, you know, in her life, like as a child, you know, sometimes she would be called like boring. Sometimes, like, you know, that would really offend her. But then there was this SP that she was trying to manifest, who, by the way, contacted her after months of no contact. And, you know, they had a really good conversation, even though the circumstances were bad. Apparently, like, she kind of blew up at him and got a little bit angry. But then she apologized, and then, like, you know, he came back and contacted her first. He broke no contact, and he said something like, oh, you're a wild card, or like, oh, that's insane that you did that. And like, she told me that, like, when he said that, I was like, oh yeah, I feel like my childhood wound sort of healed a little bit, because, like, you know, she was conscious of or like she healed her, something within her healed, okay, because yeah, she said that, you know, like her being called boring was something that she was self-conscious of. Like, you know, she doesn't want to appear as boring at times. Like, maybe like she would go out of her way to not appear that way, but with her and her SP, it was just natural. Things just came out naturally. The conversation came out naturally. There's a lot of like intense passion. She could just be herself. She could just say whatever she wanted, and like her SP would listen to her, and like, you know, she was like kind of unfiltered, and like she could just like really truly be her authentic self, which she didn't feel like she could be that way around other people. Like, he understood her sense of humor, and like, you know, like just, yeah, all these like positive things. Like, she was telling me all these positive things about their interactions with each other. And yeah, she's just like, you know, that's one of the reasons why she really liked him. And she, you know, she started like thinking about the positive things about him, and her inner conversations changed. And guess what? Literally a week later, after a call, she emails me, hey, SP reached out again. He had ghosted her for like a week. He reached out again. Okay. And then he kept like reaching out. And, you know, I'm still waiting on the full success story from her. But yeah, that's just a story I wanted to tell to inspire you. Okay. But like, I definitely feel like your person loves like hearing you talk, especially about things you're passionate about. Maybe there are certain things that, like, you know, you would share with your ex-lovers that you didn't, like, you know, feel appreciated or valued or heard, right, when doing that. And like, your person wants to tell you, no, I do hear you, I want to appreciate you, I want to value you, I want to support you. That's the message I'm seeing from them. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a couple more cards. I do want to let you know there is a self-concept challenge going on my Patreon, where I give you self-concept affirmations to robotically script and affirm, as well as blanket affirmations to robotically script and affirm, so you can get your specific person back for good. Okay, so do check that out if you're interested. Now, why was this upside down? It's crazy. Okay, thank you for teaching me what real love is. Yeah, the both of you taught each other what real unconditional love is. Sometimes when I'm busy, I pause to think of you, and it's like a breath of fresh air. Even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. Okay, like you and them are connected at all times. Like, you're ingrained in each other's subconscious mind. You love each other, and this person's going to be coming back to you. Spoiler alert. And it's, again, I haven't filmed Pal 3, but Pal 2, this seems so promising. Like, they're gonna commit to you. There's real true love here. There's a real like deep understanding of the both of you. Like, they understand you on a soul level, you understand them, and your connection is just gonna deepen over time. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. I really hope this helps. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. I do want to let you know that I offer in-depth tarot readings, as well as manifestation coaching, and also custom subliminals. So if you're interested in any of these services, check out the description box below, where you will find my website. You can sign up for those services through my website. And yeah, thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pal 3, welcome to your reading. You all picked this a bracelet that I got from the Caribbean. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards to see how your person is feeling about you, what would they say to you, where is this headed, and any other messages we can get from the cards here, okay? This is from the Visions of the Soul Meditation Portal card deck, okay? Yeah, so we got 35 ancestral lineages, 34 regeneration. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, you and this person go back lifetimes. You go way back, okay? I'm seeing that you and this person have so much more in common than you know, like on a deep spiritual level. That's why you connect with them. That's why you relate to them. Like, you know how you meet some people who may look very different than you, maybe they're not your usual type, or but you just connect with them. That's because there's something that goes back multiple lineages, okay, between the both of you. Maybe your ancestors were connected in some way, shape, or form, or like there's something going on in other realms, is just what I'm seeing here. Like, you know how there's like the red string theory, right? Like, every single person you've ever met, there is some connection that goes way back, okay? There's some way that you've been connected before you actually connected in the 3D realm, which is why I wholeheartedly believe that, you know, even though you don't see things in the 3D, there's so much going on around you. That's why your person never stops thinking about you. They have not stopped thinking about you since they met you, okay? You and them are connected, and there are certain people that you're more connected with others. Like, yeah, you meet a lot of people in your lifetime, and you do have some sort of connection with every single person that comes into your consciousness, or that your consciousness becomes aware of, that comes into your personal reality, right? But there's certain people that you feel a deeper connection with, and this is a message that I've been getting in all the piles, okay? And I feel like you and your person are interlinked, you're interconnected, and your subconscious minds are interlinked. That's a message that I've been getting so much, and I just love saying that. It's like, you're connected to them on a deep telepathic level. Like, how like people like think of someone and then they end up messaging them or something, right? Like, or like maybe you'll be like, oh, this person hasn't posted in a while, and they just like post it, right? Like, yeah, like you're in tune. I feel like you're in tune with the Akashic records, with certain realms, whatever you believe in, and especially when it comes to you and this person. I'm also seeing something to like the fact that maybe you're kind of trying to take back your energy a little bit, call back your power. Maybe you don't really want to know what this person is doing or up to, although like you are watching this reading, but like you just have this knowing, and I feel like this knowing is going to build up within you that you're meant to come back together. Like, it doesn't even matter what they're doing right now. I feel like you're at that point in your manifestation journey, because I do feel like a lot of you are trying to manifest this person that you don't even really care to know what's going on in the middle, because you know that every single thing that's going on, maybe every single person that that your person comes in contact with is pivotal in bringing the both of you back together. Everything is a bridge of incidents that is leading you back to each other, okay? I'm also seeing regeneration, something to like cellular regeneration, healing. Yeah, I'm seeing that you and this person have helped each other like grow and transcend through something. I'm seeing something with 7 years. I remember reading this fact that says like you have a completely new body after 7 years. Like your cells regenerate, right? Like they like you grow new cells and the old cells die out like after 7 years, right? So I remember like, yeah, there was this post that said like, if there's someone that you don't really like let's say you had an ex or like from 7 years ago or something, and like you don't really have the best memories of them, it's like, wait 7 years and it's like, oh, you will have never touched me, right? Or my body, and it's like I'm a completely new person. I feel like there's some sort of liberation that you're going through right now, like something I'm channeling. Maybe you dated someone like 7-ish years ago, maybe it doesn't have to be that exact number, but like you're healing through something. Like you've healed through something. You're I just got an image of like a butterfly, like a caterpillar coming out of its cocoon, and now it's a butterfly. You've shed a past version of yourself. Even like snake skin, I'm seeing like snakes like shed their skin, right? Like I think it actually happens more often than not. Yeah. And it's like you have outgrown certain things, outgrown certain mindsets, mentalities. Even there's certain things in the past that could have triggered you that like you're doing really well in addressing. Like there's just been so much growth within you, and your person's feeling that, and it's making them want to grow as well. Like there's been the shift that's been occurring within you, and especially when it comes to certain types of mindsets. Like you're getting out of this victim scarcity mindset and transcending into that of a more abundance mindset, right? That made no sense. Sorry, sometimes my English is all over the place. I swear I'm good at English, but when it comes to like talking, my words are all over the place. Clearly I need to work on my throat chakra, but my point is you're embodying an abundance mindset. That's the word that I was thinking of. Okay, like you're transcending old versions of yourself, and you should congratulate yourself. You should like pat yourself on the back, because I feel like you've met a lot of people, you've gone through a lot of experiences. I feel like this person was sort of like the last leg of your journey to finding like real, true, lasting love. Okay, because while we're always growing, healing, transcending things, ascending, right? At some point you deserve to have that thing that you want. And again, like you should always try to cultivate your skills, cultivate your spirituality, harness your manifestation abilities, right? But I feel like you're very close to manifesting the love that you want, and it's going to be with this person. Although I do feel like there's going to be multiple people that are interested in you. I feel like in manifesting this person, maybe you manifested other people, maybe you started talking to these other people, maybe you started like even feeling a connection with these other people. But your mind, heart, soul, consciousness, subconscious always goes back to this person. and same with them. Okay, I'm gonna go and pick some cards from my deck, Midnight Mystique, available for sale on my website, link in the description box below. Shameless advertising. But yeah, let's go and pick some cards to see what's going on here. Two of Cups, soulmate connection, you guys. I love it, and look at the way the light's shining on it. Oh, I love it. Okay, soulmate connection for sure. The both of you are feeling very deeply about each other. Your person's thinking about you right now as you are watching this movie, not movie, reading. Maybe this person is thinking about a movie you watched together, something you watched together. I feel like they randomly just thought of that right now. If there was like a show that you watched together, they like literally thought back to the moment when you and this person watched that show. Okay, yeah, I remember like, okay, yeah, a random show I got is like Black Mirror. Okay, maybe you watch like a mystery show or like a really intense show. Maybe someone's into like spy shows, like criminal mind, whatever, crime type shows. It's funny because I'm like watching White Collar. I wish I could say I'm rewatching, but I actually never watched White Collar before, although Neil Caffrey is so fine. Yeah, but I'm seeing that your person, or maybe they're watching a show right now, or they recently watched a show and a character reminded them of you, or something happened in that show that reminded them of your situation with each other, or they watched a show about like two lovers getting together and it reminded them of you. Like there's something that happened through media, something that they saw in the media reminded them of you. It could have happened in this exact moment or recently, or maybe it's going to happen very soon. Okay, but trust that this person's thinking about you. Wow, I usually never get messages like that, so yeah, that's a first. Yeah, we got the Nine of Swords. Okay, you guys, this Nine of Swords, I feel like your person is a little bit stressed out with maybe where they are in life right now, or since, you know, this clarifies the Two of Cups, maybe they're kind of a little bit like scared to approach you. Maybe they're not sure exactly how you feel. Maybe it's been a while since, you know, they've talked to you. Maybe they feel like you're gonna be mad at them, or there's some sort of anxiety when it comes to like coming forward. Okay, but we did get the Sun, so I feel like they're gonna beat this anxiety. I feel like they're gonna overcome this anxiety, whatever fears that they have, you know, transcend their ego, like use the power of love to transcend their ego and come towards you. Okay, I like channeled The Flash. I love that show so much. Okay, The Flash is all about like, you know, like literally every other season he thinks of like, you know, Iris, and then he's able to defeat the villain, or like he thinks of his parents, he thinks of his loved one. The power of flashbacks and memories incurs an emotional reaction within him, and he's able to harness that to beat the enemy, right? Yeah, so I'm seeing like, and if you're manifesting this person, you guys, like I definitely feel like it's working. This person is coming towards you. Okay, you don't need emotions to manifest, but I do feel like sometimes you can like harness emotions. Like even if you listen to like a certain song that gives you like chills down your spine, you can like, you know, use that towards your, like for your manifestations. Like, okay, like, you know, I'm in a certain emotional state and I'm gonna like use this time to affirm or visualize or whatever it is that you do to manifest, and I feel like that's gonna make this person come towards you. I also really I see that they really admire your vulnerability, the person you are. Like you feel the full range of emotions. I feel like you're not scared to like say what's on your mind. I feel like you've talked to this person about a lot of things and they're really intrigued by you, the things that you say, the things that you post about. They're like always trying to see what you're doing, what you're up to. They think like you're like the most intriguing, interesting person they've ever met in their life, and they'll never be bored without you. And like they're just like, you know, I feel like there's some sort of circumstance you know, between the both of you, and they're just like, I really wish the circumstance didn't exist. Like maybe if it's distance, your person's like thinking, oh, I really wish they lived close to me, or I live close to them, or something like that. Like I feel like, and you know, in that way they're manifesting that. Okay, wow, I just realized, like, you know, I feel like the both of you are manifesting each other if you believe your person can manifest you. But I feel like, you know, your person's yearning for you, they're like craving you, they're pining for you, and like they're way more into you than you know. Okay, so yeah, and I definitely feel like the love between the both of you is so strong that it's gonna transcend any obstacles, anything, you know, that got in the way of this connection. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from the Soulmate Love Messages deck to see what other messages we have here. But even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. When I'm sad, I look at your pictures and feel much better. You guys, this person definitely stalks their social media, even if you're blocked. Like they're finding some way to see what you're doing, what you're up to. Maybe they googled your name. Okay, definitely social media stalking, 100%. Okay, even though we're so different, I feel so connected to you. This person is connected to you at all times. You know how sometimes even you feel nonchalant about certain things, you feel kind of withdrawn, right? Like, no one feels emotions like, you know, heightened, like a certain emotion like all the time, right? I mean, maybe it's possible, you know, could be, but like sometimes you're just like, okay, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I just want to go to sleep. Then you wake up and it's a new day and you're like in a new state of mind, and you know, you'll still keep thinking of that thing, right? And I feel like the momentum is increasing, like their love for you is growing, the energy, like, you know, there's something that's shifted within you, and it's been reaching this person, it's been reaching a lot of people around you. I feel like you broke a major like spiritual barrier. Okay, like even with this ancestral lineages, like yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Like yeah, healing through generational trauma, breaking through some sort of cycle, okay? Or even like a cycle within yourself. Maybe you're reacting to things differently. Maybe you're becoming a lot more, you know, just, you're taking back your power. You're not letting things affect you as much with it. And, you know, that's really impacting other areas of your life in a really positive way, okay? So whenever, like, you know, like one area of your life is improving, growing, like just think, okay, yo, that means abundance is coming for me in my love life and other areas of life, okay? So that's definitely something I'm seeing happening. You're growing, healing, and just, you know, doing so much for yourself, right? Like you're growing and healing as a person, and you know, your person's feeling that energy, and they're gonna come back. They are, mark my words. Anyways, I will end the reading right here. I really hope this helps. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have for you in your reality. I do want to let you know that I offer in-depth tarot readings as well as manifestation coaching and also custom subliminals. So if you're interested in any of these services, check out the description box below where you'll find my website. You can sign up for those services through my website, and yeah, I will see you all next time. Thank you so much. Love and light.